Hey everyone. Well, the trial's over now. It's all gone to the jury, as we know. All this people that have been watching, it's been like a soap opera. It really has. But it's what happens in everyday life to normal people, not just to stars. Not just to people in the public eye. Um, this is an example, really, how it gets hidden away. But yeah, I think I was quite right with how Amber was acting, how she would act. Yeah, she did her victim acting. She tried very hard to keep her anger inside when being cross-examined by Team Johnny. You could see the defiance there of just a narcissist, complete. All the little telltale signs. Just being completely defiant and not caring at all. Yeah, playing the victim and then just the complete narcissist. You can't hide those sorts of things. You can't hide it at all. So I have another little prediction, or question really, or thought. What is she going to be like if, I'd like to say if and when, Johnny's team, Johnny, sorry, my cat's scratching on my bed. Put me off, Sappy. Yeah, I say if, but I do mean when. Johnny wins, and the jury go in his favour, because I do believe that they will, with all the evidence there. There's something wrong if they don't, something very wrong with the system if they don't see all her tricks and what's been going on with her lies. What's up, puss? She's, I do think that she's going to have like a child, probably. Somebody that's had their toffees taken off them and said they can't have it. No, you can't have that, you spoilt child. She's going to act like a spoilt brat and kick off. I think she's going to cry, obviously, or maybe not so much of a pretend cry this time. It's going to be real tears, because the world would have seen her for who she is, and it might sink in. Well, I don't think it will sink in, actually, just what she's done, but it'll sink in that she's lost. Very quickly, it'll sink in. Whether we see the anger there, whether she's going to be able to contain it or not. She has done very well so far through the trial. She might just let loose. It might not be containable for her. Which, to be honest, I know this is my sort of like sadistic side. I'd like to see her do that. Just to show her narcissistic rage. I don't like seeing people angry. I don't like seeing people upset. But when it's those sorts of people, it's how you tell who they are. It's just a big telltale sign that they can't accept responsibility for the things that they do. A lot of the time they don't believe that they're the liar. They've convinced themselves that much of their lies that's what they live in. And it's like with me and my family, they've lived with the lies so long, it's become true to their own heads. And I'll never get the truth from certain members of my family. Never. I know I won't. I never will, because they'll never tell me. They never want to. Even on the deathbed, I know it's not going to happen. They'll take it with them to the grave, but that's fine with me. I've dealt with it. I've dealt with their lies, and it for them at the end of the day. I don't know if they're religious or not. I won't say I believe in God, but I believe in the universe. I believe in karma. I believe in having to relive lives until you get it right. And there's a few members in my family that got many lives to live yet. They've got so much bad of this life that they need to correct in the next life, because they're not going to have time to do it this life. Not at all. Not unless they can do a complete turnaround. And I don't believe that they've got the brain power to do that. Unless there's some miracle brain stimulation that comes into play in the next few years, I can't see it happening. It'd be nice. It'd be nice if they actually did sort of grow the empathy part of the brain, and had compassion, and actually understood all the wrong that they did, and still do. I mean, that would be the perfect karma, really, for someone that's hurt people for so long in so many different ways, just to turn around and know exactly what they've done, or the pain that they've caused. I mean, I reckon it'd be too overwhelming for somebody to take in all at once, The brain would probably explode. I know mine would if I was in that situation, because I could imagine all that, oh God, all the emotions coming all at once, and, having 47 years of that, having to deal with that, just having that all in one go. I don't think the brain would be able to cope with that sort of thing. It'd just melt. Mine's tried to melt a few times just with things on a daily basis, never mind all in one. But yeah, they might know one day, they might come back, but then I doubt it. But yeah, I think the same for Amber. She's still going to play victim. She's still going to believe that the world's against her, Johnny's against her, all because of Johnny. And she won't actually be able to comprehend that she is the cause of the problem. She is the one that's caused all the problems. She's the one that continues to cause the problems because she's not getting her own way. And this is what toxic people do. They will carry on the pattern until something in the brain clicks, or they get put away for what they've been doing, and then they got to sit in prison and contemplate. I mean, I don't really know any prisoners or anything like that have done that, so I can't really comment on if it would trigger that sort of brain development or not. I suppose it depends on the type of narcissist that you are, because obviously there's narcissists and there's people that got narcissistic tendencies, and obviously you can recover to a certain extent, learn and move forward. But people like Amber, I don't think that she actually believes that she's done anything wrong, which is very sad in itself, especially with everything that she has done. And it doesn't matter how much evidence is put in front of her face, and it's there in black and white, and she still won't accept it. It's the same with my family, certain members of my family. The information's there for them to see, even stuff that they've said, you try and reiterate it back to them and they deny it's even happened, but it's there in black and white. It's just a narcissistic brain. It just turns everything backwards and inside out and upside down, and it's it's frustrating. That's it really does frustrate me. It doesn't anger me, because I don't get angry, not anymore. I used to. It just is frustrating, but even when I do understand what's going on in their brains, it's still frustrating, because my brain still can't get over it. They can't grasp it. Yeah, it's a very strange feeling. But yeah, thank you everybody for all your beautiful comments, supporting each other, and just a place to vent your own experiences. I'm so glad that you are doing this. I know that this Amber and Johnny thing's triggering a hell of a lot of people, Even if you don't come online or watch the news, or it's there everywhere. People are talking about it out on the streets, friends, families, whoever's. So you can't really escape it unless you just shut yourself away with, in your house with no TV, no internet, no radio, no nothing. But yeah, it's hard to escape, and there's people that are still going through it now at home with their families and friends or workplaces. So yeah, I just want to send my love out to everyone that's going through that right now or have in the past. Things will get better. Sometimes if you're stuck in this situation, it takes a hell of a lot of willpower and courage. Just be able to walk away from somebody like that. And men, women, if you're out there and you're stuck in a situation like this, don't be afraid to move forward, to seek help. The police straight away. Maybe in certain instances, like somebody's been commenting that so their ex-partner was a policeman. In those certain circumstances, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't go to the police. I'd go to domestic. Well, in England, it's the National Association for Domestic Violence. You can go through them, and they can set up all sorts of things, non-molestation orders, so people can't even come near you. I had to do that through for one of my exes. He wouldn't leave me alone. I went to the police. They had to go through certain routines first, so I think he had to escalate his I wouldn't know what they call it actually, advancements, I suppose. He had to escalate what he was doing to me before they'd really step in. And then eventually they told me about the Domestic Violence, National Association for Domestic Violence, and that I could get a non-molestation order through them. So that's what I did. But it might be best just to go straight to them. Or in this country, I think there's Refuge as well, the Women's Refuge, which is a bit daft really because men go through that as well. You never hear of a men's refuge. I never have. I've always had the Women's Refuge. So whether there is a man's refuge, I don't know. But then again, National Association for Domestic Violence would treat male or female partners of abuse. So even in your country, I know sometimes you have to hide what you're doing on your phone, or on your laptop and PC and all that. But there are a lot of websites out there that have a quick escape button. They don't show up on your cookies or anything like that. So if your abuser was to come into the room, just click a button and it'll go away straight away. There'll be no trace of it, if they go through your cookies. So you don't get caught. So you can escape. Plan your escape. And if you need to be contacted by these organisations, they will make sure that they phone you at a secure time. Maybe if you're at work or you're nipping out to the shop or something like that, just so you don't get caught by your abuser trying to escape, because that's the biggest thing. It's trying to find a way out, and some people just don't know that there is a way out, and it's horrible for them that they are trapped in a nasty place for such a long time, and they're led to believe that there's nothing out there better for them, but there is. Even if you have to go it alone, like me, I don't have a partner or anything like that. It's not that I don't want one, it'd be nice, but I've not found the right person. I've become very choosy with who I let into my life now. Any sign of toxic behaviour, I won't tolerate anymore, because I know what it leads to. Anybody that triggers me in any way, yeah, I will walk away now. I walk away. And I prefer it like that, but I do like my own company now. I don't feel that I need to have a partner in my life, even though that's something I grew up with. You need to be married. I think that's just a preconception of what life's supposed to be for a woman. You get married, you have kids, you love your husband and family, and stay at home doing wifey things. And that's not the case. You don't have to do that at all. In fact, I'm quite happy to be on my own, enjoying my life, doing what I want, when I want, and as I want it. When nobody's there breathing down my neck, going, ooh. It'd be nice to find somebody that enjoyed doing the same things as me. Somebody very similar to me. I know there's a lot of people out there like that. So maybe one day I'll meet somebody, my Prince Charming. Maybe not Prince Charming, maybe just an empath. Yeah, definitely. That day will come, but I'm not bothered when it is. Or if it does come, it's one of those. I like my own company now. I used to always believe that I had to have somebody near me. But I suppose that's abandonment issues in my own life. Yeah, all sorts of things that you grow up thinking. The need for somebody else in your life. The need to have somebody else to love you. No, I only need myself to love me. And I'm quite happy with that. It's a nice little bubble to be in. I don't feel afraid of doing things that I like doing, doing whatever I want, whenever I want, within reason, obviously. But yeah, I mean, if there's somebody that comes into my life that can treat me as an equal, then fair enough, I'm here, ready and waiting. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Yeah, definitely not bothered. But yeah, as far as Amber's concerned and all this, I think she's still got a little bit of herself to show. So I am waiting patiently for the jury to come back. I mean, it'd be devastating if it went the other way around and she was found innocent and Johnny was found guilty. There'd be hell, there'd be uproar. I know there would be, and it would just show how bad this world is when it comes to this sort of thing. But I'm sure that if it comes back all this, and it'll be appealing against the decision, I certainly would be. Yeah. Right, well, I'll stop waffling now. I've said my piece, and we'll see what happens. So, sending you all my love and light. I know that there's people out there at the moment that this is triggering lots. The whole thing is just a big trigger. I hope you find peace in your heart and your heads, in your lives. I hope you find peace in everything. And you can't come to terms with what's happened and move forward. I know it's very difficult. It takes a lot of strength, determination, willpower. Yeah, and I do hope that you do find peace and happiness. I don't know if you heard that. That's my belly rumbling. It makes all sorts of weird noises. Telling me it's time for breakfast, so I shall say goodbye now. Thank you everybody for your subscriptions, your comments, your likes, your shares, and you're just all beautiful, wonderful people, and thank you very much. Bye bye.